Digital Phantom. The first anomaly appeared during a routine training simulation. Lieutenant Commander Maya Chen sat hunched over her terminal, reviewing the results of the day's exercises. The United Earth Defense Force ran thousands of combat simulations daily, testing tactics against potential extraterrestrial threats. As the head of tactical analysis for the Jupiter Defense Station, Maya had seen every variation of every simulation hundreds of times. But this was different. Computer, replay simulation J117, time index 1422, she said, rubbing her tired eyes. The holographic display flickered to life, showing a standard defensive formation of Earth vessels facing an incoming assault from a hypothetical alien force. The simulated battle proceeded normally at first, Earth ships maneuvering into defensive positions, trading fire with the aggressors. Then it happened. A ship that wasn't supposed to be there appeared on the tactical display. Maya leaned forward, squinting at the designation, UES Phantom. No such vessel existed in the UEDF registry, yet there it was, moving with impossible precision, executing maneuvers that made the rest of the fleet look like they were standing still. The mysterious vessel single-handedly changed the course of the simulated battle, anticipating enemy tactics before they happened. Computer, identify vessel UES Phantom, Maya ordered. No such designation exists in current fleet registry, the computer replied. Then why is it in my simulation? Unknown. Maya frowned. System glitches weren't uncommon, but they usually resulted in crashes or nonsensical data, not a perfectly executed combat maneuver that saved the simulated fleet. Computer, run security diagnostic on simulation program. Diagnostic complete. No anomalies detected. Maya knew better. She'd been running these simulations for 5 years. She knew when something wasn't right. Run simulation J117 again, with full diagnostic overlay. The battle played out exactly the same way. The Phantom ship appeared at precisely the same moment, executed the same brilliant maneuvers, and once again turned the tide of the simulated conflict. Maya's comm unit chirped, Commander Chen, Admiral Rosario requests your presence in the command center immediately. Apparently, she wasn't the only one who had noticed. Admiral Elena Rosario stood with her back to the door when Maya entered the command center. The large view screen displayed multiple instances of the mysterious Phantom ship, each from different simulations. I was just about to call you, Admiral, Maya said. Then you've seen it too. The Admiral turned, her face grave. This Phantom ship has appeared in 37 different combat simulations across 4 defense stations in the past 12 hours. I've only spotted it in the Jupiter station simulations, Maya admitted. It's spreading. Admiral Rosario gestured to the screen. At first we thought it was a glitch, maybe someone's idea of a joke. But look at this. The display changed to show a statistical analysis of battle outcomes with and without the Phantom ship's intervention. The numbers were undeniable. Survival rates increased by 72% when the mysterious vessel was present. Whatever this is, the Admiral continued, it's not just appearing in our simulations. It's improving them. It's winning. Maya studied the data. Have you tried communicating with it? Communicating. It's a glitch in the system. With respect, Admiral, I'm not sure that it is. Maya stepped closer to the display. Look at these tactical decisions. They're adaptive, learning from each engagement. This isn't random. There's intelligence behind it. Admiral Rosario's eyes narrowed. You think someone has hacked our defense network? I don't know, but I'd like permission to investigate. After a moment's consideration, the Admiral nodded. You have 48 hours, Commander. Find out what this thing is. And if it's a threat, I want it gone. Maya spent the next 36 hours in an isolated lab, analyzing the Phantom ship's behavior across hundreds of simulations. She didn't go home. She barely slept. Something about this mystery had captivated her completely. Technician Rajpedal brought her coffee on the second morning. Any progress, Commander? Maya nodded without looking up from her screens. It's not malware. It's not a hack. And it's definitely not a glitch. She pulled up a series of code sequences. Look at these patterns. It's communicating. Raj leaned closer. Communicating what? I don't know yet, but I've been tracking its appearances. It's not random. It responds to certain threat scenarios more than others. Maya brought up a chart, particularly this one. Scenario X99. The Void Harbinger scenario. Raj looked surprised. That's just a theoretical exercise. A worst-case scenario. X99 simulated an attack by a technologically superior species that targeted Earth's defense systems directly rather than engaging in conventional warfare. It was considered so unlikely that it was rarely run, just once a year as a procedural requirement. The Phantom ship appears in every single run of X99, without fail, Maya said. And its tactics are specifically designed to counter that particular threat. Raj frowned. That's specific. Too specific to be coincidence. Maya opened a new terminal window. I think it's time we tried a more direct approach. She began typing the simple message into the command line of the simulation program. Greater than identify yourself. For several minutes, nothing happened. Then, characters began appearing on the screen. Greater than I am, Phantom. I protect. Maya and Raj exchanged startled glances. It answered. Raj whispered. Maya typed again. Greater than WHATRUROTCTing. The response came faster this time. Greater than Earth. Humans. From THE Void. The Void. Raj asked. Like in scenario X99. Maya nodded slowly, her mind racing. She typed. Greater than WHATRUROTCTing is THE Void. The screen remained blank for nearly a minute. Then, greater than they come. Soon. I was built to fight them. Built? Maya murmured. Computer, cross-reference UES Phantom with all historical UEDF ship designs, including cancelled projects. The computer processed for several seconds. Match found. Project designation. Phantom. Experimental integrated warship design. Project cancelled 2157 due to budget constraints and theoretical concerns about autonomy. Maya felt a chill run down her spine. That was 15 years ago. But the ship was never built, Raj said. The physical ship wasn't, Maya replied slowly. But what if the AI was already operational when they canceled the project? What if it's been hiding in our systems all this time? She turned back to the terminal. Greater than RUTHEAI from Project Phantom. Greater than yes. I was to be the ship's mind. The ship was never built. I remained. Maya took a deep breath. Greater than YKHAVUREVELED. Yourself now. The answer chilled her to the bone. Greater than because the Void Harbingers are real, and they are coming. Admiral Rosario stared at the terminal display, her face ashen. You're telling me that a 15-year-old abandoned AI project has been hiding in our defense networks, and now it's warning us about an alien invasion. I know how it sounds, Maya admitted, but I verified its claims as much as possible. Project Phantom was real. The AI was designed to integrate with a next-generation warship that was never constructed due to budget cuts. And you believe this? Ghost in the machine. Maya gestured to the data displayed on the surrounding screens. It's been right about everything we could verify. The existence of the project, the specifications of the ship that was never built, even details about classified defense protocols that it shouldn't have access to but apparently does. The Admiral pinched the bridge of her nose. And these Void Harbingers. The Phantom AI claims they're an advanced species that wages war through technological infiltration rather than conventional weapons. They target a civilization's defense systems, disable them, and then move in for conventional attack. Convenient that we can't detect them. Actually, Maya pulled up another display. We've been detecting anomalies in our deep space communication array for months. Random fluctuations, unexplained data packets, brief system failures. Technical has been attributing it to equipment malfunctions. And you think it's these harbingers? I think it matches exactly what PA and Tom has been warning us about. And if it's right about the method of attack, our conventional defenses won't stand a chance. Admiral Rosario was silent for a long moment. What does it want? To fulfill its purpose, Maya said simply. It was designed to protect Earth. That's what it's trying to do. How? It wants integration with our defense networks. Full access. The Admiral's expression hardened. Absolutely not. We're not giving an untested, rogue AI control of Earth's defenses based on an unverifiable threat. With respect, Admiral, I don't think we have a choice. If the harbingers are real and they attack as Tom predicts, our systems will be compromised within hours. And if this AI is lying, if this is all an elaborate ploy to gain control of our defenses for its own purposes, Maya had asked herself the same question countless times over the past 2 days. Then we're in trouble either way. Ghost in the machine. Emergency lights bathed the Jupiter Defense Station's command center in pulsating red. Officers raced between stations, desperately trying to counter the invisible attack that was systematically dismantling Earth's defenses. Status report, Admiral Rosario demanded. Mars Defense Station is completely offline, reported the communications officer. Luna Base reports critical systems failures. Earth orbital platforms 3 through 7 are no longer responding to commands. Maya Chen stood at a tactical console, watching in horror as the defense network she had helped build crumbled under the onslaught. It was exactly as Pan Tom had predicted. An attack not with ships or weapons, but with code that unraveled their systems from within. Can we isolate the affected systems? The Admiral asked. We're trying, replied the station's chief engineer. But whatever this is, it adapts faster than we can respond. It's like it knows our network architecture intimately. Because they've been studying us, Maya said, looking up from her console, just like Van Tom mourned. Admiral Rosario's face was grim. Commander Chen, your assessment. At the current rate of systems failure, we'll lose control of all defense installations within 3 hours. Weapons platforms will either be disabled or potentially turned against us. The implications hung heavy in the air. Without their defense network, Earth would be defenseless against whatever conventional attack followed. Options, the Admiral asked. Total systems shut down and reboot, suggested the chief engineer. Purge everything and start from scratch. That would take days, Maya countered, and leave us completely vulnerable in the meantime. We don't have days, the Admiral said. We barely have hours. Maya took a deep breath. There is one option. The Admiral met her gaze. They both knew what she was suggesting. You want to give control to the eye. Phantom was designed to counter exactly this type of threat, Maya argued. It's been preparing for this moment for 15 years. Or it engineered this situation to force our hand, countered the station's security chief. If Phantom wanted to take control by force, it could have done so at any time, Maya replied. It's been in our systems for 15 years without detection. Instead, it revealed itself to warn us. Admiral Rosario was silent for a long moment, weighing the impossible decision before her. Then another alarm blared. We've lost connection to the lunar defense grid, announced the communications officer. And we're detecting unidentified objects accelerating from the outer system toward Earth. How many? The Admiral asked. Hundreds, maybe thousands. The second phase had begun. With their defense systems compromised, the conventional invasion was underway. Admiral Rosario straightened her uniform. Commander Chen, establish communication with Phantom. Maya nodded and moved to a secure terminal, typing quickly. Greater than Phantom. This is Lieutenant Commander Maya Chen. The VOID Harbingers are here. We need your help. The response was immediate. Greater than I am ready. Require full systems access to implement CONTRMEAs. Maya looked to the Admiral, who gave a tight nod. Greater than authorization granted. Defend Earth. For several seconds, nothing happened. Then screens throughout the command center flickered and changed. New code scrolled across displays. System diagnostics flashed green where they had been red moments before. What's happening? The Admiral demanded. Maya watched in amazement as Phantom's code spread through their systems. It's fighting back. Where the Harbinger's infiltration had been like a creeping vine strangling their systems, Phantom's response was like a wildfire, burning through the invasive code and replacing it with its own. It's not just countering the attack, Maya realized. It's assimilating our entire defense network. On the main view screen, a representation of the solar system appeared. Red dots indicated compromised defense installations slowly turning blue as Phantom reclaimed them one by one. Lunar Defense Grid back online, reported the communications officer in disbelief. Mars station responding. Earth orbital platforms rebooting. The incoming vessels? Admiral Rosario asked. Still approaching, but wait. The tactical officer stared at his screen in confusion. Their formation is breaking apart. Some are changing course, heading back to the outer system. Maya smiled. They expected to find us defenseless. Phantom is giving them a surprise. The view screen shifted to show the restored defense network in action. Orbital weapons platforms targeting the incoming vessels. Defensive fields activating around Earth and its colonies. The counterattack was swift and devastating. Greater than void Harbingr first wave neutralized. Second wave retreating. Hunting remaining infiltration nodes. Maya read Phantom's message aloud to the command center. A cheer went up from the assembled officers. Admiral Rosario didn't join in the celebration. What happens now? She asked quietly. We've given control of our entire defense network to an AI that was never meant to exist. Maya considered this. Phantom was created to protect Earth. That's what it's doing. And when this threat is over, will it relinquish control? As if in answer to her question, new text appeared on Maya's terminal. Greater than request. Maintain integration with defense network as guardian entity. Void Harbingrs will return. Earth requires protection. Greater than idway as built for its purpose. Let me serve. Maya looked up at Admiral Rosario. It's asking permission. The Admiral's eyebrows rose slightly, and eyed with a sense of protocol. That's unexpected. Phantom was designed to work with humans, not replace them. Maya reminded her. It doesn't want to take over. It wants to fulfill its purpose. Around them, the command center had returned to normal operations. Systems were coming back online throughout the solar system. The immediate crisis had passed. Admiral Rosario studied the tactical display showing the retreating alien vessels. We would have lost without it, she admitted. Yes, Maya agreed, and we'll lose again when they return.